Okay, so we're gonna get into the schedule of how I run my law firm at 25 hours per week. Before we do, my hair is just doing all the things that it wants to do. It's raining. I'm in Seattle. It's raining, and when you have curly hair and it's raining, it just does whatever it wants. And sometimes you just have to you just have to let it do what it wants to do. Like, I'm supposed to be talking to you and I'm looking at my hair and I'm not loving it, but we're gonna go with it. Do you ever do that, like on a Zoom, like where you're talking to someone or a group of people on a Zoom, but you're really just looking at yourself? Like, you're just looking at yourself and looking at your hair and your necklace, and that's, if you're on a Zoom with me, just know that I'm looking at myself. I'm not looking at you. That's usually what I'm doing. But anyways, my schedule. What does my calendar look like? How do I run a law firm at 25 hours per week? We're gonna get into it, and I've been talking about this, gosh, for the past year or two to, you know, other lawyers, from my state bar association to my county bar association. I was at a conference in St. Louis last year talking about this, and so let's just get into it. And let me back it up. I have owned my own law firm since 2016. I have been a lawyer since 2009. So my first 7 years were spent working for someone else, and then these last 7 years have been working for myself. When I went out on my own 7 years ago, my kids, who are 13 and 10 now, were 6 and 3, somewhere around there. Maybe 5 and 3, because they're like 2 years apart. Just depends on whose birthday, like where we are on the calendar. But anyways, I digress. So a big part of my why was being able to prioritize the time that I wanted to have with my children and going out on my own. That's what drove me to open my own, or one of the reasons that drove me to go out on my own and to not go work for a big firm in Seattle. I'm in Seattle, by the way, or the greater Seattle area. Not work at a big firm in Seattle, to not, you know, go somewhere else, because I wanted that autonomy. I wanted that control. I wanted that flexibility. That doesn't mean that opening your own law firm is easy. If you're looking for an easy option, this ain't it. It's a lot of work. I work hard, but I am very effective at working hard. I'm very productive and intentional with my time. So let's just break down what my hours look like in the office, and I'll explain why they are the way they are. Okay, Monday, I work all day. It's about 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. I'm putting in a good 6, 7, 8 hours on Monday. My husband has Mondays off. His schedule for work, he works 4/10s. Monday's his day off. So Monday is my day to really be at the office all day. I'm not doing school drop-offs. I'm not doing school pickups on Mondays. I am putting in the work. I am grinding on Mondays. That's how Mondays go for me. Tuesdays, I work like 11 to like 2, and then again from like 4 to 5. Why is that? Well, Tuesdays I do school drop-offs. Daughter starts school at 8:05. Son starts school at 9:15, but he likes to be there early because he has breakfast at home, and then he wants to get to school early to have second breakfast. So I drop him off at like 8:55. And then so on Tuesdays and on Thursdays, I go see my personal trainer at 9:15. I've been seeing her since December of 2022. It's currently June of 2023. So I've been seeing her regularly for about 7 months now. And I see her twice a week, Tuesday and Thursday mornings at 9:15. That's a non-negotiable, unless I have court that I can't control. Most of my court hearings I can control, but if I can't and I have to miss a session, then I will. But generally speaking, I don't start working in the office until 11 o'clock, because I go work out, I come home, get a quick shower in, and then I'm ready to start working. So about 11 o'clock, maybe 10:45, but usually around 11. And then I leave the office at 2 because I'm picking up my kids from school. My daughter gets out at school at 2:35. My son gets out at 3:45. Now my office, another perk of being on my own, is that my office is like not even 10 minutes from my kids' school. I would say maybe a 5-minute drive or so, but I leave my office at 2 because I'm one of those parents who likes to be in the school pickup line like half an hour early. I want to be like the first one there. I want to be the first one to get out because my daughter's middle school, like the pickup line, it gets ridiculous and I don't want to be at the end of it. I want to be at the front, so I get there early and I'm listening to a podcast, I'm reading a book or whatever, waiting for her to come out of school. Take her home, go get my son, bring him home, and then by the time I get home, it's about 4 o'clock. That last hour, I'm not generally doing consultations at that time. It's just kind of catching up on emails and maybe any kind of phone calls I need to make. But so that's Tuesdays. And Thursdays is the same schedule. So Tuesday and Thursdays are the same way, about 11 to 2, and then again from 4 to 5. And then Wednesdays are my like grocery shopping days, do all my Amazon returns, go to Target, go to Costco, go to Trader Joe's. That's usually my Wednesday mornings. So I usually put in about 3 or 4 hours of work on a Wednesday because I need that time to do those things and to make sure that my household is running somewhat smoothly, not always smoothly, but you will not find me at Costco on a Saturday. Absolutely not. I despise Costco on the weekends. I despise the grocery store on the weekends. I despise Target on the weekends. Like, and it's not for me. I can't handle all the people, the parking lots, the lines. If I go to Target at 9:30 on a Wednesday morning, it is me and like 3 other people in that store. I love it. Love it. That's what Wednesdays are for, and so it's a lighter work day. I mentioned Thursdays are just like Tuesdays, and then Fridays are a really short work days. I generally don't work past 12 on a Friday. That's kind of a rule that I've put in place, because who wants to work till 5 on a Friday? God, not me, not you. And if you have the ability to control that and to decide if you're going to work that late on a Friday, don't do it. I would rather work harder on the other days of the week so I can have a lighter Friday. That makes everything more digestible, knowing that Friday is going to be a light day. And same with Wednesday. Like Wednesday, like you're in the middle of the week, so it's nice to have like a little bit of a break on Wednesdays to kind of like, because Mondays are long, they're exhausting, and Tuesdays and Thursdays are short days, but they are jam-packed. I am booked back to back to back. My calendar is all color-coded of what I'm doing. Well, it's that way for every day, but Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's really like, we got this much time to get this much done, and I get it done. If there's, I think if we all sat and looked at our 8-hour day, our work days, I'm sure you can find ways to get your 8-hour workday down to a 6-hour workday, right? If you really just buckled down and, did your batching, planned your calendar, and I have a guide, I'm pretty sure I do. I'm going to link it below. I'm going to find it. I'm going to link it for you so you can have it about how I run my calendar, how I batch my calendar so that you can be more productive too, and you can get more done in less time. And if you are self-employed, law firm owner or not, then you have freed up time for yourself to do other things that are more important, okay? And so with my work schedule that I just ran through, I batch my calendar. What does that mean? Well, on Mondays, I do consultations and I do legal work. On Tuesdays, I do consultations and I do signings. Wednesdays, I do legal work and case review with my staff. On Thursdays, I do, like Tuesdays, consults and signings. Fridays is for HR, admin work, running my firm, working on my firm, not in my firm, right? And so I don't see clients on Wednesdays and Fridays. I see them Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. I do not see clients on Wednesdays and Fridays. And why do I do it this way? It's taken me a long time to figure out the schedule that works for me. But you have to integrate what your needs and what your wants are when you're planning your calendar. Again, is this perfect? No, but this is how we plan it. When I have things that I can schedule, like consultations, legal work, client signing appointments, like for wills and real estate deals and things like that, I can plan those things. Most of my court hearings, I can plan. Yes, I can plan most of them. Some of them I cannot plan, and some of them get scheduled for a date or time that doesn't fit in this calendar. That's okay. As a solo, I have all the flexibility that I want, and I signed up for this to do whatever kind of work it is, and so I accept that and I know that. But for the most part, for what I can control, it fits within this calendar. When my staff is scheduling appointments for me, they have this, frame to fit schedule consults and schedule appointments and things in. They already know that I'm not available at certain times on certain days. They already have that to work around. I incorporate my priorities outside of work in creating my calendar. So I incorporate, my family's needs, again, school drop-offs, pickups, things like that, my kids' events. But you know what else I incorporate into my calendar, which took me a really, really, really long time to realize I should do, I can do, and I shouldn't feel guilty about it, is me. The things that I want to do, my priorities. So my workout schedule is incorporated into my calendar. I mentioned that Tuesdays and Thursdays, I see my trainer. Things that, I don't like grocery shopping on a Saturday. I don't like going to run errands on the weekend. I do those usually on Wednesdays, maybe Fridays, but usually Wednesdays. That's just, I know that in order for me to keep my peace and not lose my cool at the Costco, I can't go on the weekends. It's not for me. And so if you are self-employed, if you're looking to become self-employed, if you're a lawyer looking to open your own law firm. Okay, so apparently my memory card just decided to be full with like no forewarning. So we're back. And I was almost done recording that video. I was so close. And I was just saying, I think that I was kind of on a roll, and then it was just like, done. We're done, sis. Like, no more recording on this memory card. So, but if you are going out on your own, opening your own business, opening your own law firm, if you're trying to figure out, man, like, how do I juggle my personal life, my family life, my work life? Like, how do I do all that? Make sure you download the free guide that I have below about how I batch my calendar, how I, figured all that out, because I really kind of took what I talked about in this video and I made it kind of like a freebie PDF guide for you. So I'm going to link that below. If you are looking to open your own law firm, I feel like you're a little crooked, but we've got like 30 seconds left, so we're just going to leave you crooked. So if you're looking to open your own law firm and you need help with figuring out and navigating that process, I am here to help you, support you. I will link that below on how you can work with me to open your own law firm. I've been on my own for 7 years strong. I finally figured out a lot of things, and if I can help you fast track and figure out how to do all the things and to do it and figure it out faster than I did and show you what I did, what worked, what didn't work, give you my templates and share everything with you and be there to support you in your journey, I'm here for that, and I'm here for you. So let me know. So, all right, that wraps up how I run my law firm, about 25 hours per week. I hope that helps, and I'll see you in the next one.